Good afternoon, weirdos. How's it going? Here I am. Another beautiful Thursday. Drinking my flavored water because I haven't had Mountain Dew since November. It's been 3 months. Oh, how time has gone since I drink like 5 Mountain Dews every stream. What a change. How's everyone else doing? I like Avenger Nitocris. Where is she? Like, okay, so I don't think I've explained it before that I like long hair. Characters with long hair, right? So like Ascension 2, you know, whatever. I can ignore that one. But like I like the stupid little space stuff going on back here. And I like that in Ascension 3, the hair is just even crazier. It's absolutely insane hair. And yeah, she is 10. I did 10 10 10. She is 10 10 10. And I also have some pens unlocked. The last one is it's caster. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that necessary. So here's the question of the day. Here's the question of the day. So here's where we're at. So this is what we're at. And my question is, should I? So here's my thing. Here's my Nitocris Alter rule. I will NP5 her. No, I'm not gonna roll. I've already rolled. I already have her. So here's my rule for Nitocris. By the way, this is perpetual going forward in the future. Nitocris Alter will sit here. I will get her NP5 right today. The rule is, when a 6th copy comes, I will then 120 her. But not until then. So whenever the spook happens, that's when I'm gonna do that. But I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna get her MP5. I'm gonna use the Uso. And then just sit on that. Cause I have too many Uso. You know, I could, you know what would be really funny? There's a slider here, right? I can just get MP6 right now. There's nothing stopping me, but I'm not gonna. I could get MP6 right now. The other problem is, of course, we look at my Grail situation. How horrible. I only have 4. I can't even do a clean 100. I can't even do a clean 100. Which is upsetting. Yeah, so I might just wait on spending the Uso to see what happens on these daily rolls here. Fun fact, because this goes until February 1st at, you know, 1 o'clock. It's the only thing we got going right now. But yeah, another thing that caught my eye that I wanted to kind of talk on stream about is something really dumb I saw online today. And I wanted to share it because it's the dumbest thing. It's really dumb. It's this Google document that I saw today. I think this is the dumbest thing I've ever read. It's 15 pages of stupid. It's 15 pages of stupid. Why is it dumb? Okay, so this document here is trying to make the argument to skip Koyan and just roll Oberon. But I think that is a dumb thing to say. So I think it's really stupid. It makes arguments that would make sense, except they don't make sense because when you actually think about it. One of my, just to go down here, let me find it here. All right, here we go. It makes an argument. There are buster looping servants that are forced to use Oberon anyways, such as Melusine. I want to point out that this document says this in an argument against Koyan. When Melusine looping teams require 2 Koyans and Oberon, it needs all 4 of these things. So like immediately just, if this is one of your arguments, that's completely dumb and out the window, right? Like it also talks about like 90 plus pluses, but all but one 90 plus plus that I've ever done has used like mixed support. It's been like 1 Castoria or 1 Vitch and an Oberon, and you can just borrow 1. So like this here is a fallacy as well, I think. And yeah, it talks about the 70% battery, but like, I don't know. I read this whole thing and I was like, yeah, Oberon's, they're making a point that Oberon's good, but there's no point in this entire document that I feel like tells me that you should go for Oberon over Vitch. It makes arguments like, well, you already have, like it says it even up here, if you already own Castoria, you know, it mentions here, like if you have Castoria, just use Castoria and Oberon, you know, and it's like, yeah, that's great, but arts teams never needed an assistance to loop and farm anyway. I have no clue who made this. But it definitely has like, I don't know who's Super Mar. I'm gonna Super Marth 64. I don't know if this is the right I mean, this might be the right person. There's fake Grand Order stuff here. Here's a Smogon thing. Wait, hold on. Is this some dude from Atlas? Either way, I think this is a look up on the fake Grand Order Reddit. Let's go. Let's take a look. I'm opening the Reddit server. Wait. It's a mod. It's a mod on the Reddit Discord. It's a mod on the Reddit Discord, guys. Hold on. Like, okay, Koyan is better for newer players. Arguably, Koyan is worse for new players, and not just for a lack of card. Oberon inherently has 50% gauge without any skill needed for leveling. Okay, that is an argument. Okay, so a lore, but you get lores easily now as a new player. If we're gonna skip a case where a new player uses a special ascension on 2 servants, Koyan would enable a friend servant to buster better. Oberon. So here's the thing: Oberon provides terrible damage until turn 3. Oberon provides charge and charge only and awful damage until turn 3. Koyan provides 3 turns of useful buffs and lowers cooldowns. Let's see. Koyan can provide a star bomb. You know, okay. Yes, she has a star bomb. That means you are vulnerable due to RNG that is command card distribution. What? That's the game. That's the game. Command card distribution is the game. That's all there is. Like, of course you have to deal with that. Koyan has anti-man attribute, meaning she can help DPS hit. Yeah, that's on paper and in reality. I like how he like talks about 90 plus, but when the arguments for the man trait thing comes, all of these are 90 pluses, not 90 plus pluses, because the 90 plus pluses have had a lot of man traits, and so it works in that favor of Vitch there. Koyan can clear a wave with her own MP. That is valid. MP1. Yeah, both of them do. Yeah, that's an argument for neither of them. Ignore that. I only have Buster servants, so I need Koyan for them. So this is his straw man argument phase here. Man, no, I read this whole thing and I was just like, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've read. It's like, by the way, also unrelated, but I got my Melusine art book today, and I opened it up, and on the last page is this notice, which says, I wholly prohibit the following acts concerning this book. Uploading on a website or any other social media. Those who break the rules will be cursed with the inability to draw SSR servants with free stones. Thank you for your cooperation. It's just like, Choco's like, don't post I'm like, no, I'm like, okay, so I posted an image of the warning. Does that mean I'm also cursed? Does that mean I am in fact now cursed because this is technically an image from the book? I messed up. Ah, come on, dude. No, this Choco art book, by the way, has what is basically like, you know, nude Valvanshi with like ribbons, like just covering certain things, or blood. I can't tell if it's ribbons or blood. And it is, I'm like, Choco really went on the risque stuff. I'm not going to show any of it. One, TOS. And two, I don't want his curse. Anyway, Choco did complain about people scanning his book. Yeah, like, and I feel for that. I mean, as I've made it known in the past that in the past I may have partaken in those type of activities like 10 years ago, and I wouldn't do it anymore, and I feel bad about it. But you know, anyway, I want to my main thing for today is I want to actually finish emptying out in JP my interludes, which means also I need to level Dante's, and like these are like 4th ascension, right? I need to level some people. Where are you, Donkers? Is Donkers in the second archive, or is he just here? Oh, there he is. But I want to keep it for the Serum fight. I thought I did that. I already did that one, though. Does it not count because it was the special thing? I think this is a separate interlude. I think this is his first one. I think they are, in fact, separate. No, Donkers doesn't go in the second archive. We'll level the Donkers. I'm under 1 billion QP though. That is a problem. Why is the thumbnail always mellow? On YouTube, I don't change the thumbnail that it defaulted to a long time ago. And so it'll always show up that. I don't know. I could change it. Wouldn't hurt me. Hello, Blaine. I like how he started speaking in the game freezes. Why would I be sad if Nitocris Alter is spookable in every banner? She's not story locked. She's just general pool. We know this already. Nito is probably the best general pool SSR, to be honest. Outside of outside of Saber. Because like outside of like Saber is too good. But she kind of has everything going for her there. She got 100% battery. She has a high attack stat. She has an anti-man trait, which is always good. Well, I mean, spook potential or not, the fact that we finally have a general pool Avenger. Are there any SSR that are limited that you want to be permanent? I honestly think that after like 2 years, all limited SRs should become general pool. I said SSR. Lobo is SR. Okay, but we were talking about SSRs, so of course it means SSRs. Yeah, now when I see a Gold Avenger card, I can hope for, I did get 2 caster Nitocris's when rolling for Nitocris, which I thought was funny. I just hate Dante's art style. I just don't like Danganronpa Man. He does. His costume's a lot better than his default art, let's be honest. Oh yeah, Nitocris Alter does not make up for an entire month of dead content. Because we are probably getting Lost Belt 7 Part 2. I would, if I had to hazard a guess, it is on the 24th. Which is exactly, you know, it's just a month from the last one. What was I doing here? I was doing something. This here. And then Who do I want to bond? Anyone nearing a bond level that I want to get up? You up. You. We have room for one more. Oh yeah, I like how Nitocris Alter's extra attack is just her original NP. Yes, Nitocris Alter is good though. Am I slow? Yes. I don't know the looping for Berserker's chain here. Ooh, yeah. I did this chain wrong. What is the proper chain for her with Berserkers? I have no clue. Or maybe for Berserker, she needs 2k4. I don't know. Oh, yeah, let's see. I want to see her extra attack. No game sound? Oh my gosh. You know what that means? I gotta unplug it and plug it back in. There we go. Now you can hear. I almost went an entire stream where you couldn't hear the game, and you guys are like not telling me, but thankfully you told me this time. A rare thing. No, that'd be mean to not tell me till the stream ends. Dog. Hey, a ruler. Hey, Avenger Stargather. What's the lore behind this servant? Nitocris got pissed off or something. I don't know. Well, I say Nito. I don't know. We don't know what 2023 is yet. 2023 just started. Yeah, they didn't remember. They didn't give us any Lost Belt 7 servants because of spoilers. We can all really ignore the fact that Nitocris is in fact here. And one might say, isn't that a spoiler? To which I say, shut up, stop asking questions. Benny Alter better be a costume. No, Nito will show up. I'm sure of it. Yeah, there we go. That's the right pattern for looping. I figured it out. I like, she kind of reminds me of like the in third ascension of like BB Summer in third. They're not gonna pull a Castoria. Why is that? Because, okay, so BB is standing on a thing that like tendrils up and she's floating in the air. She has this thing down here and it kind of flows up. It's just her height and that she's like on something like this. It's just kind of reminds me of BB Summer. I love that animation. It's so simple, but it's nice. Nope, just missed. Hey, we get to see Nito use her original NP again. It is funny that they kind of reused her NP animation and just made it an extra attack. Wait, should you roll for Vitch because Morgan first rate up has quad rate up with Caster, Coup, Bargus, Balban, and Morgan, or roll? I mean, you do you. I mean, I personally recommend Vitch primarily. So get Vitch first, then get Morgan. So I would say Vitch, you know, I made a list. Vitch, Oberon, Morgan for the general player base. Why didn't Vitch save Arturia Ruler Summer? Arturia Ruler Summer just has really low attack. She also has a delayed buff, which is really annoying to work around, and also fails with, it doesn't work with Vitch because it activates, for her to do charge, the attack buff is going to activate on turn 2. But for Vitch, your MP on turn 1 and 3 are the ones, yeah, that's the problem. Oh, we're already at the last wave here. I'm not going to roll Tyra in JP or NA. I got along fine in NA or in JP without Tyra, and so I think I'm fine. No, there's no daily roll in NA, so not gonna happen. What is my... Do I have NA pulled up here? I don't think I have any quartz. Is Tyra Ushi or so? Tyra is Ushi, but not Ushi. Read the story. Yeah, I have 14 quartz. I'm not doing anything. Actually, what is this quest? Social media quest. Wow. Why is Abigail here? Why is this my only choice? I love it. Oh, that's right. I don't have multiple 100k scopes in NA. How many 100k scopes do I have in JP? Hold on. I know I just clicked back. Let's check here. I have 2 level 100k scopes. Okay, yeah. Oh, by the way, I did get... I'm going to show you what I got, and I'm leveling it because I think it's funny. I got this MLB when I was in one of the roles. I got a Nito. And so I'm like, I'm going to level this up just for giggles, even though it's pointless. It serves 0 purpose. That's along with the other CEs I'm leveling right now, which is this one and this one. This one is just a fodder CE that I'm gonna get used to feed whatever event CE. Is that not just a black grail? It is a black grail, but it's worse. So black grail is 2400 attack and 80% MP damage, right? And this thing here caps out at 2000 attack and 80% MP damage. So it's statistically worse. Alright, Ilya. Let's go. Piece of garbage. I mean, I don't know if, like, yeah, I'd say it's in a bad place because of month of dead time. It's literally been a month with nothing to do in Fate Grand Order. You take more damage, Van. I swear it's relevant. No. Flushy. Thanks for the 100 bits to give me a wrong opinion. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the Reddit opinion. I can't discount the Reddit opinion. Just play Blue Archive. I refuse. This isn't the no. This is one of the stupid little event things, or not. It's just a social media campaign quest. It's for a CE. I don't understand the purpose behind it. Yeah, it's for this CE, which we got in JP like 2 years ago for an unrelated reason. Anyway, back to the good version of the game. Blue Archive is for sure not my style. I don't need that friggin' pedophile energy coming into my phone. Oh, don't lie. We all know what Blue Archive is. Kid yourself not. Why did I grail Kuro, Miyu, and Melusine is not a loli, and I like Kuro. I'm calling them out. They must be sus. Dude, Blue Archive. I played it when it first came out, and it made me uncomfortable. Blue Archive made me uncomfortable to play. Last stream, thoughts about Avengers art sloopers have changed since Nitocris Alter. I mean, there were no Avenger art sloopers, so I didn't really have an opinion on them. Have I seen Nikkei? Yeah, Nikkei also is uncomfortable. Space Ishtar? Oh yeah, Space Ishtar. Dude, I just forget about Space Ishtar all the time. Oh yeah, and Summer Comet. Whoops. I forgot about the three other, or the multiple other arts Avengers. Oh yeah, then there's Salieri. All the good Avengers are arts-based, let's be honest. Do I need the MP gain up this turn? Alter is kind of mid. Hey, it actually works. I don't need to do the MP gain up. I can just... Thanks, mana replenishment from Avenger passive. Jean Alter, unfortunately, just antiquated design. What's up, Merlin? Now you're evil, Merlin. Yeah, her being permanent pool is actually really good. Well, I am also using her with a Bonsi, so her damage is going to be a little lower. Did I stop at MP4 so I don't have to grail her? No. Do I have enough people here now to do this? I think I have enough people here now to do this. Hey. What's this button do? What's this button do? I've never used this button before. For real, out of her plushie, I have never used these, and I have 28. Well, look at that. That's very unceremonious. I was expecting more out of that. I wanted to like do a summoning animation. What am I paying for? No, here. So to go over the rules, Nitocris will sit here at 90, but the second I get a 6th copy off of a spook, I will grail her. That's the rule. To 120. Yeah, to 120. The rules don't make sense? What do you mean? You need 6 copies to 120 someone. So, I'm just not gonna do anything until I can 120. Do I ever need a 120 farmer? No. Since when have I 120 to servant for farming? Have you seen my 120s? But no, plushie. By getting another copy of her for an Uso means I'm then basically at the point of being able to spend 2 more. So like I'm really not concerned about my Usos because I've never used them before anyway. I'm at 18 Usos right now. I guarantee you I'll get another spook eventually that's not her. And I'll have Usos by then. So yeah, like my 120s have nothing to do with farming. I have Melusine, who is only good farming 90 plus bosses. Melt, who I don't use to farm because she's Bond 15. She's just here to hang out. Creamhild, who is a single target boss killer. And Van Gogh, who is a support soloer. Since when has farming utility ever played a role in my... On top of that, look at my normal grails. I have Dioscuri, Fujino, the MHX line, MIXA. my grails really aren't like aren't really focused on anything other than I like this character and I want to use them. Like Daikokuten, I love Daikokuten. Is Daikokuten particularly great? Not really. I mean, they're good. Okay, well, as far as AoE casters go, they're actually pretty good. But like, they're an AoE caster. Like, what are you gonna do about it? MIXA has been benched for life. How do you have enough grails to do this? You know, you get like, so you get 2 grails at the start of every month, and then there's just grails from events. I mean, it takes about, when events are running like normal, it takes about, you know, 3 months to get a 120. Yeah, Nitocris, you only have to think about how to loop with Nitocris when you're doing freaking assassins or berserkers. Otherwise, she just works fine. Also, remember, you're talking about the guy who spent 3 packs trying to get a single Nitocris assassin. So, you know, I don't know if you guys do that, actually. Did you? There's that new news to you guys. Nitocris assassin is just too terrible for me to use. I just like her. I just like Nitocris. I don't know. I don't talk about Nitocris a lot because there hasn't been a lot of reason to talk about Nitocris, but I like Nitocris a lot. She's just never been particularly useful enough for me to want to like go all in on her. But here's an excuse. I'm gonna switch her to First Ascension after this. I've not actually used her in First Ascension. I've had her in Third and I've used her in Third ever since. I mean, I have an MP5. I have an MP6 Summer Kama. The smart thing to do would be to Grail Summer Kama. That's the smart thing to do. But I have ooh, I messed this up. Okay, so the skill yeah, I messed that up pretty badly. All right, let's salvage this. Nope, not enough. All right, cool. I am still short. The question is, how short am I by? Why, freaking 1%, of course. Because I messed up. I accidentally clicked this button when I shouldn't have. Oopsie doopsie. Hey, Erdrick, alleged fake Grand Order expert. I am an expert. Behold my true power, Erdrick. No, death is not a problem. Nitocris, her death, she actually has 2 chances to inflict death, and they both occur after damage. Yeah, Erdrick, I am the alleged FGO expert, and by alleged, I mean I am. Well, I said you don't have to think about it. I mean, you still have to do skills in the right order. You know what? If Vitch, if you accidentally use the MP charge on turn 1, you're screwed. It's just that Castoria's skill doesn't have a target confirmation. A misclick on either one is going to mess you up. No matter who it is, using skills at the wrong time can mess you up. Let's do Sentient One for a little bit. Yeah, it's like Doman. Well, it's like most instant death MPs after. So ever since Erisei, there has not been another instant death before damage. Oh, it's just a single enemy. All right, very cool. Now, this is dumb, but what if I try to instant kill it? Her death on evil is a 50% chance and then a 100% chance. So that's why her thing plushie. Her death chance is literally just death chance up. So it's just 100%. It's the first non-scaling death chance. Oh, and they missed. My opinion is this is music. I do like Hololive, so I'm fine. Hey, Jamzel, give me Nito. Well, good luck on Nito, Jamzel. Thanks for the resub. I also used an Uso to get the 5th copy. So, let's go. I mean, it's going to be useful for farming things. It'll definitely allow her to do certain things, just like normal Nito. It makes for some farming nodes her damage output irrelevant. Okay, we're back here with this. Okay, game, you wanna not freeze? Game, you want to run? Yeah, and you can tell if they're evil or not because it says no effect if they're not evil. Wow, I looped. Alright, come on. Death proc this time. Death proc. Or not. You can just miss it. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't feel bad. I like that animation. She has good animations in stage 1 and 2. Or sorry, stage 1 and 3. I don't know what her 2 animations are like. This would be easier if I wasn't using a mystic code that really I shouldn't be, but you know what? Instant death can hit on a gold mob, it's just really rare. Oh, hello. Saying it was the same as first. So in her NP, what does she do in her NP? She takes off her clothing, summons a giant dog, and blows up. I'm thinking freezing so much today. See, I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm fine. Dude, though, why does she gotta be like glowing blue? Because like, it's not an outfit. It's just bandages, and then she's glowing blue. It would have been better if she wasn't glowing blue. Just saying. Just saying. In my humble opinion, I think that would have been the better choice. Blue is for arts. Let's upgrade her NP so her battery allows her to change art card types. Nitocris Alter update. Lets her change her charge allows her to change to Buster. That would be better. Dude, if Nitocris was Buster, she has higher stats than Arc. And so outside of chaotic enemies, I think she would have been a better Buster servant than Arc. That's probably why she's not Buster. Game, you want to stop freezing every 5 seconds? I'm restarting everything. Yeah, also, fun fact, and by fun fact, I mean my opinion, I do think that she is better than Kotomine as far as new servants go this year. I think she's a better choice than Kotomine. Kotomine is kind of He's got a gimmick, and it's a gimmick I don't want. Because Guts RNG cannot be manipulated. Not without, like, it doesn't work that way. It's not like any other skill. You can't manipulate it. So if you're trying to exploit his mechanic, you just actually have to get lucky. And it's annoying to do anyway. Comparing Nero Bride and Dioscuri is fair. I'd say that's fair. They're both single target art sabers. I think Nero Bride technically is better. I'm cursed by choking out. Yeah, no, true. We've determined that, so because I posted this image from the art book, that tells you that if you upload it on a website or social media, that you'll be cursed with the inability to draw SSR servants with free stones. That by posting the warning, I am now also cursed, even though I did not share any of the art on Twitter. I do like that if you're just farming, you don't need to worry about Nitocris's third skill mechanics, because it doesn't matter. So you can just pop it right away. Yeah, the only thing that I see that lends itself to Nitocris being a non-limited is the cooldown on the battery and how the third skill works. That's like the only kind of I don't think she can do all berserkers with this mystic code. Didn't know that. I need to adjust that mystic code. Well, that's a problem for me next turn. Yeah, but Arc uses Bitch, which lowers cooldowns. Well, yeah, X-Naya used her battery turn 1, where I did not. Because I have her append unlocked, I wasn't using it that way. And no Nitocris chain. I'll blow you up next turn, you sphinx. Yeah, I'm doing a sequence where you use her battery on turn 3. Where his was a sequence where you use it on turn 1. You can do either or. The only difference is that doing it my way increases the death chance on turn 3, but like that's not a terribly relevant thing to try to do. I just wanted to. No, wait, I forgot to use that on turn 2. That's why I messed up. Oh, no, I'm dumb. That's what I forgot to do. I knew I forgot something. Let me go. Let me watch me go in here. Oh wow, that's a cool extra attack animation. Yeah, Dioscuri is has all the utility they need for anything, but they lack damage, and that's their downfall. That's their penalty. Yeah, the only thing that I would say lends Nitocris to her being general pool is the fact that this skill here relies on this skill, because these are 60% chance effects, but it only affects good allies. And Nitocris is only good once every 7 turns. And so you have to use them together. So that's the only jank I would say in her kit. But thankfully for farming, you can just ignore that mechanic. It doesn't matter, actually. For challenge quests, yeah, that's something to pay attention to if you need it. But, you know. Hold on, I just want to see your damage with Black Grail here. Okay, yeah, so the thing was, on Berserkers, you use this on turn 1. Her damage is fine. It's lower than the other Avengers, yes. But just like how Ark's damage is bad, she has 100% battery. You have to consider these things in the context of what do they have available to them that the others don't. There's trade-offs. There's a reason why Ark's damage is terrible, and there's a reason why, and like, even let's look at the MP damage chart, right? Let's go ahead and pull my favorite spreadsheet in the world up. Let's go to the Avenger tab. Avenger. I gotta freaking turn on a. Sorry, AZ. Let's remove single targets from here. Okay, so here's Nitocris is at 42,000. Here's Space Ishtar at 43,000. Here is Nobunaga at 43,000. And here is Dante's at 49. The only outlier is Kama, who is much higher, right? Now, of course, when you move over to the specialty thing, you know, you see some other differences. So Nitocris is here against man attribute. She's 57,000. Nobunaga against Sky or Divine are these. Kama Avenger with her power mod is this, and Nobunaga has the highest. Space Ishtar once again keeps up though. So like there's so like I don't see why people would be like dumping on her damage, because they're so outside of Summer Kama, they're so similar that it seems irrelevant to particularly care, and you just use your favorite. I'm gonna be honest. Outside of them, you just use who you like, and you kind of go with that, right? Oh yeah, this is Kama with her charm. Yeah, this is Kama with her charm. So without her charm, she's probably at the same range as everyone else. They're probably all in the 40,000 range. It's probably not that crazy. Yeah, these are all turn 3 ones. So like so what it is wave 1 and 2, Nitocris is higher than everyone else. On wave 3, Nitocris is lower than everyone else because she doesn't have a burst, right? So that's how it plays out. So it's, yeah, so just like use whoever you want. I don't care. You're using an Avenger anyway. You're clearly not taking the smart route in counterclassing. Don't pretend. Don't pretend like you're like, oh, I'm using Avenger. I'm doing neutral farming. It's like, yeah, and I use Melusine to farm Lancers. Yeah, I'm smart too. Look at me go. Look, if I wanted to be smart, I would like. If I wanted to be smart, I would always pick the counter class option, right? Because like for this one, I would take Melt, or I could have her Jean, or Bakin, or these casters that all can loop, or Ibuki, or what's her name, Musashi, that's her name. Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Counterclassing is irrelevant. Yeah, plus, whenever you've seen me play through stories, when I play through stories, I just pick whoever I want to use. I want to absolutely... It's Kintoki Man. Yes, he is. Someone's about to die. I hope that the Lost Belt 7 Servants has some single targets. If all Lost Belt 7 Servants are AoE, you're gonna Grail Ibuki, or Summer Aries 8. Yeah, I think he's dead. I mean, Summer Aries is good. Wait, what's this about, a parody account? Oh, the Team Fortress thing. How funny. That'd be so dumb. Let's use her in Second Ascension just to be contradictory. It is my least favorite, but whatever. Yes, because of short hair. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. It's just like, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta have short hair? Muramos is a dude. So here's the thing, Todd. Dudes have short hair and women have long hair. That's my opinion. Taste? Opinion? Dudes can have long hair too, but it's not important. I am not bald, in fact. I do have quite a bit of hair. It's not super long right now, though. It's down to like almost like, I don't know, my mouth level. No, I'm not proving nothing. I'm bald. I am in fact not bald. You know, technically I'm wasting bond by using Castoria, but I don't care. I've determined that farming with arts is fine now, because, you know, all the supports will hit bond 15 eventually. And there's no benefit of them being bond 15 versus not, so like, what am I gonna do? Well, melt is bond 15. Melt the DPS is bond 15. So that's I might as well use others in that case. See, there's a difference. Oh, our card art is still the same. Whoops. You wish the 5-star Shiki was actually good? I mean, she's not unusable. I don't think Shiki's unusable. As a farmer, yes. If you're doing like challenge quests, not the, you know, you can work around it. Better than Miu. Yeah, that's not a tagline you want to have. Make it my new tagline. Better than Miu. Better than Jekyll. Better than getting punched in the face. The funny thing is, though, you can farm a Shiki, you just need K-Scope, Oberon, and 2 Castorias. Yeah, very cool. I think it's so... I will never use Space Ishtar. Like, look at this. Space Ishtar, unfortunately for me, has lost the lottery because she is only MP3. So if I need an arts Avenger, I'm just gonna go to Nito or Kama. It's Nito, isn't it? It's very Nito. The AoE arts extra. Also, like, once again, Kiara is a better arts AoE alter ego than Kotomine. Just saying, dude. Taisui is probably a better alter ego than Kotomine. Ranmaru's decent, yeah. They're fine. They don't do anything particularly special, but they're not bad. Oh, hello, single enemy. We shall fight as equals. I don't... Wait, yeah, what is wrong with Ranmaru's voice? Why is Kyrie worse? Because Kiara's just generally better, easier to use. 50% battery, all that jazz. Nice crit miss. Nice. I'm debuff immune. Very cool. Skill 3 value. Nice. I dodged another debuff. Skill 3 value. Alright, now to murder this thing. With extreme prejudice. Got 4,000 HP, but don't let off the gas. But I'm gonna be honest. Alter egos, Art's alter egos are... Alter egos in general are bad farming characters. It's like, if alter egos were good at farming, you would also see people using Oberon to farm a lot more. But guess what? No one uses Oberon to farm. They're just not the greatest at farming because so like Avengers have no class advantage, but they have high stats to back it up, right? But like alter egos, like Doman does like not very good damage. King Protea isn't used for farming. Her entire kit is a completely different beast from everything else in the game. She functions on a completely different level from everyone else. Okita is unfortunate. She just doesn't have the kit to be used for farming. But I mean, actually she can be used with Oberon. And if you're willing to use swap, then she is a better option, like damage wise. But like, I don't know. Alter egos are just not the greatest farming class. Not gonna lie. And we've seen it time and time again. The farming class that they picked for the extra class are Avengers, right? There's a lot of decent farming Avengers in the extra class area. And then foreigners are just whatever they're doing over there. Foreigners are absolutely insane. Let's see, we have Hokusai, who has low damage. Abigail, who has terrible damage. We have Mole, who is okay. We have this thing, which does 0 damage, even at 120. We have this abomination. And so, like, rulers, though, rulers have Karens. That's a plus there. But they also have Moriarty, who's kind of mid, and Ruler Artoria, who's Summer Scotty is great. Rulers are okay. Summer Scotty can be used for farming neutral. I don't see anyone use her though, because I see because your instinct is to take her as a support, right? But there's some dude out there who his favorite team comp is Scotty, and he farms everything with that. He's out there somewhere, probably on Twitter, in Japanese. Moon Cancer has one good farmer. Well, Kiara's a... I think if you invested in BB, she could be good. Like if you had like an MP5 Grailed BB, you could probably get away with farming with her. You can probably pull that off. Let's see here. Oh yeah, speaking of moon cancers, remember, there's always this one. It can always be worse. It can always be worse. When you think your character can do no damage, remember, it can always be worse. Unless the character you're using is Janako, then it's the worst. And be sure to abandon all hope. I forgot to change her out a second. Whoops. The only person who can farm with Janako is Mist because his Janako is 120. And does that even work well? I don't know. I'm gonna get Nitocris next turn. But I'm gonna actually prepare this turn for the next turn. Let's do. She's good for some solos, and that's about it. Yeah. Alright. Oh no, no Buster card. Whatever. Every servant can be used to farm in the eyes of Shengon. No, Shengon needs specific ones. YouTube keeps telling me to insert an ad, and it keeps saying now's the perfect time to insert an ad. I'm like, is it? Do it? All right. Even the YouTube people said to do it, so I clicked it. Have I experimented with multi-DPS farming setups? Yeah, I mean, yes. Like, multi-DPS farming setups are kind of a thing. Let's go ahead and go back here. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to videos and just search 90++. If you want to look at, so multi-DPS teams is like this team here. This team is by far the worst 90++ node because this uses 3 DPS. It uses Arash, Creamhild, and Oberon. This one is this is a 90+. That's not a 90++, wrong link. This one here. This one actually this one let me pick the other version of it because it's also doable with an MP2 Melusine. This one uses Arc and Melusine at the same time. Yeah, Todd, go ahead and post it. So like this one is like this one uses, and this is why the argument of like, you know, oh, but you're gonna want Oberon for the 90++s. Man, if I didn't have Oberon and I wanted to do this 90++, I would just borrow Oberon instead of Castoria. What is this copy thing, Tog? Oh, I did talk about that document. Yeah. Yeah. This document here. Yeah. I made fun of it at the start of the stream and called it terrible and stupid. It's 15 pages of drivel.
Golden Sumo, Golden Sumo.
Speaking of Fino, it's Golden Sumo time. And remember, in the great words of Fino,
watch me at twitch.tv/Rio Emerald.
And also,
and Halloween heroes, Golden Sumo, of course. Golden Sumos. Golden Sumo is a no-brainer, and Golden Sumo always works. Golden Sumo. While Golden Sumo is finding a complete copy of Golden Sumo.
This is not from Alice. This is a mod on the Reddit Discord server who wrote this.
Golden Sumo lets her NP on turn 1. Golden Sumo or save them.
A mod on the Reddit Discord server.
Golden Sumo inflation.
Which is
Golden fucking Sumo.
The Discord server. Imagine, you know, being in the stereotype of a Discord mod and a Reddit mod.
Golden Sumo or and Golden Sumo. Golden Sumo. For craft essences, you
a fate worse than death.
Golden Sumo. 50% CEs like Golden Sumo.
Wasn't it Rat who wrote it? No.
Like Golden Sumo.
It was written by this dude here, Super Marth 64.
Am I right? Golden Sumo or nice Golden Sumo, and Golden Sumo is great if you're running Golden Sumos, so Golden Sumo can alleviate that. Golden Sumo. I happen to like Golden Sumo for nodes where you need to Golden Sumo. Older players can leverage Golden Sumo or an attack buff like Golden Sumo. Golden Sumo is always
so good. Yeah.
Golden Sumo is the most interesting, of course. But if you're tired of perfection,
what's his closing? Oberon is more universal than Koyan. Yes, but that relies on he's only flexible if you have Castoria, Koyan, and Scotty. His second pattern is much later compared to Koyan's. Yes, but it's closer to the introduction of 90++s than so it's not needed till then. And Oberon's the easiest servant to enable min turning 90++. Yes, as a support, and you just borrow one because 90++s often use a single Castoria, 2 DPS, and Oberon, or 2 DPS, Vitch, and Oberon. Like, this argument is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I'm gonna go back to Sumo for this. Sumo. For you, you don't need Sumo. Golden
Absolutely Sumo. Stupid.
Golden Sumo. And get ready for this. Fucking curveball.
Just get both.
Golden Sumo. Golden Sumo. These Golden Sumo are ripping a hole in it.
Yeah, and like the argument against Oberon is Oberon, yes, he gives 70% charge, but he only provides good damage on turn 3. And if you mess up turn 3, you're doomed.
You know what? I could just fucking stick Golden Sumo. Let's go back to the old Golden Sumo.
Yeah, 90++s also require high MP levels or Grails. Or both.
You can do Shisho Sumo or Super Scope or Triple Sumo.
If you mess up turn 3 with Oberon, no, it happens. In 90++ situations, sometimes I just don't have enough.
I would recommend Sumo double case. 3 Golden Sumos. Sumo. My third. Isn't it beautiful?
Why do I save her third skill? I just felt like it. Be nice if any of those crit. Just for that, I am... Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Just for that, I am MPing you again. Yeah, Oberon's great. You know, I'm not discounting Oberon. I just think that telling people to get Vitch second and Oberon is, and I said this I think in my video, is there's two tiers of well, there's three tiers of supports. There's primary, secondary, and tertiary supports. And Oberon is the top of the secondary, you know, in a group filled with Merlin, Tamamo, and Purin, but he's definitely not Scotty, Castoria, or Vitch. Yeah, tertiary supports are like Wu, Liz, Lanling. Oh, I would also say secondary does include Go as well. I think Go is strong enough to be included in the secondary support area. Question: better Super Orion versus Tyra in solos? I don't know. I have not used Tyra a ton. Plushie, who's better, Super Orion or Tyra in solos? I presume it's Tyra. I would just be mechanically, I think Tyra wins, but I haven't used Tyra a lot. Yeah, Tyra. Let's go with Tyra. Now, I'm not saying I'm biased, but if I have to pick a servant to solo with, it's probably Van Gogh. Unless they're debuff immune. If they're debuff immune, get me out of there. I'm gone. If they are debuff immune, I am not soloing that. I'm not doing that meme. Van Gogh cannot handle that. Van Gogh is great though for solos. Van Gogh is my personal favorite solo servant. Just because of mechanically, she's more complex than a lot of other servants. And she's also just really strong. But you know. Yeet. I'm gonna change you back to third. Let's go back to third. Yeah, there we go. Giant Nitocris. Yeah, so Super Orion has... Yeah, Super Orion is a quick solo where you're like busting things out. Now, not to say I have, as you remember, right at the like 2 or 3 years ago, I did solo Prison Tower with Super Orion, and it wasn't that hard. He does, you know, if you're killing stuff in a long fight like that, but like against like an individual boss where you're fighting a single boss that does not die and allow you free turns, then Super Orion's weaknesses start to show. After that, so Super Orion is if you can do it fast, or if it's just a lot of enemies and not a lot of damage coming out. You know, that you can't kill them before they do it. Tyra is definitely, based on her kit, just better for, you know, longer solos. And Van Gogh is also better for longer solos, but they're harder. It's harder to plan around Van Gogh's longer solos. Yeah, there was no Honey Lake when I did the run of Super Orion. There was no Honey Lake. I used a HP Restore C. I like this FA here. I like the pose. Like, I don't know. On the other hand, every time I look at this, I am also just reminded of Arknights. Because it just looks like Anya. Whoops. It kind of reminds me of Amiya. I mean, it's the long ears. Come on. Yes. Alright, it's a Berserker wave. What is the way to do berserk? Let me figure this out here by using this first. So I presume it's Tyra versus Miss Crane or Oberon. Oberon. Like, look, if you're at the point where you're picking between Tyra, Miss Crane, and Oberon, Miss Crane is very useful. But if you have to pick on who you're rolling, Miss Crane is not worth rolling for. If there's ever a point where you have to make like a decision like that on who you're gonna roll for, Miss Crane is not for you, dude. Miss Crane's very good. Miss Crane also sucks. Well, no, I would say 2K4 or this, because remember, this CE is 10% charge and MP generation up. That's why. No, I've always I've begrudgingly praised Crane before. It's just that I hate her. At the same time, I use her so much. Yeah, this MC is very versatile. It's good for art servants, quick servants, and buster, because for arts and quick you can use the first two skills, you know, as stop gaps for NP gain, where in buster it can be just used all on turn 3 for higher damage. Why do I hate her? I hate her for the taunt. I hate the 20-star requirement. And that's really kind of the main thing. The taunt 20-star requirement, the costume owning mechanic is stupid. You know, those are really annoying things. Once you get past that, she's useful. Also, she has HP demerits on her skills, but then she leaves the field. So what's the point of the HP demerit? What's the bloody point? She's gone. Why do you care if her HP goes down? Screw lore. I think I have to also use this turn. I wonder if I wouldn't have to if I used the 20% charge this turn. I don't know. Well, then Miss Crane out of costume. Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? But she doesn't. She cut herself on a needle making a costume. Oh, the Tyra event is tomorrow. It's the 19th today. Hey, I'm glad this MC levels up fast. Lancer Ryoma. Lancer Ryoma is okay in a world where all the other 4-star arts Lancers don't exist. Yeah, you can just use Percival, my dudes. If you want an AoE arts looping Lancer, you can just use Percival. It's fine. No one's gonna judge you. Well, Lancer Melt is better than Ryoma for looping. Damage-wise, Lancer Ryoma actually does the most damage out of all of them. The problem is that he has low MP gain, a low hit count on his MP, and you need him MP5 if you want to do the stuff, you know, that we're talking about here. Like, if you want him to be better than Melt and Percival, you need him to be MP5, which just probably isn't happening for most people. Oh no, I like Ryoma. I have Ryoma grailed on JP. I don't dislike Ryoma. I'm just realistic. I was really hyped when they were giving him a second form, and then I used him, and I'm like, oh. Because he also came out right after I started 120 Melusine, and I was like, I already have Lancers. I already have Melt. Look, the list is too big to include the 90s. You find it shocked when people... You find it funny how people are shocked when I point out faults in units I'm known to like, yeah, well, it's because because I like the units. That doesn't mean I'm gonna mindlessly praise them. Who else do I like that I also dump on sometimes? I dump on Muramasa, Dioscuri, Fujino, the MHX line. Sometimes. I just made fun of Daikokuten for being an AoE caster earlier. I don't know. The only like okay, there's like 3 Grails where there's no counterpoint to them, and that's Melusine, Creamhild, and Van Gogh. Van Gogh is just a support Grail, so you can't talk anything about that. Creamhild is just legitimately the best single target berserker, and Melusine is legitimately just the best single target DPS in the game. So, you know, with Melt you can say, oh, you could just get Percival because they do the same damage, which is true. Melt and Percival do the same damage in Percival's general pool. I mean, Melt has the advantage of she can loop a little bit differently because she has that 60% battery, and that's a factor to consider. But, you know, I mean, I would have grailed Melt after Percival anyway. Me grailing Melt has nothing to do with other Lancers existing. I'm going to be honest. The existence of other Lancers would not and do not affect my ability to grail Melt. Just like MIXA being the worst thing known to mankind does not inhibit my ability to grail her. Still the worst. Like, can they buff her? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's so much wrong. How would you fix? So the first skill, 3 times 3 turns. That's terrible. Fix that, please. This skill being just a boring charisma. Fix that, please. Her MP gain being terrible. Add MP gain on one of these 2 skills, or add it to proc first before her MP goes off. I don't know. Interlude her MP so she does more damage. Grail her to 120. There's no coins for her, so I can't grail her to 120. MIXA has such a good design, and I like the art, but she's absolutely terrible. Absolutely the worst. Her buff is her Berserker form, who is just an absolute monster. Man, the attack difference between, like, sort by attack. The attack difference between these two and everyone else is obscene. Which servants have I 2K'd? Let's go to...
Yeah.
Let's see here. Here we go. It is these 6. So these 6 are my 2K servants. That is Fujino, Melusine, Melt, Creamilled. Hey, what did I say about not video game music? Let's see. Melt and then MHXX. MHXXX is good. Best single target foreigner. Is Fujino the best single target archer? No, she's not. Fujino is a very good survival archer. The best single target archer is MHXA. That is 100% without a doubt the truth. Fujino is good. Like, Fujino is very good. But her damage is lower than you would want in exchange for her having constant buffs up and having one of the best survival, like, outside of NPs against sabers, Fujino takes no damage for 3 turns. And then if you use the Atlas Mystic code, you can make that 6 turns in a row of no damage. And if it's a, you know, so Fujino is really good at not taking damage. Like, a 2000 damage cut is a lot. And she does have buff block and attack down on her MP. It's like, Fujino's good. Just, like, if we're talking about single target archers, and like, we want to stick to just archers, actually, and not MHXA. Oh gosh. Who are the single target archers? Wait, hold on. Do I have any 5-star single target archers leveled? Nope. The only one I have is Orion. Wait, who are the 5-star single target archers? There's freaking Artoria, who I don't have. There's Orion, who I don't have, or who I haven't leveled. Moriarty, who I don't have. Ishtar is AoE. Tesla is AoE. This is single target. Don't lose track, Quartz. Is there only 3? As I said, Orion is not leveled. Yeah, I just don't have any I actually legitimately don't have any 5-star. But like, let's be honest. So 4-star single target archers are pretty good. Like, Anastasia is really good. Balanchi is really good. Kuro is really good. Jane is a great support. I mean, like, I don't know. What else do you want there? Ash is kind of messed up by Mighty Chains because you don't want to do... Because Mighty Chains don't work well with Ash's mechanic and how you use him, which is unfortunate. So that's kind of an unfortunate thing for him. So I think that's a concern. I mean, I don't really use Ashe, so I don't really have much of a comment on him. I've used him a few times, but I have no extensive usage of him. Do I have any other classes where I don't really have? Now, riders, I'm good for single target. I just don't have a lot of single target riders. Maybe a lot don't exist. Nemo, this thing. You know, in NA, when I first started playing Fate Grand Order NA, one of my main focuses was to get her MP5 and grail her. I don't know if you know how quickly that fell through, but it fell through very quickly as I understood the game better. And instead I grailed MHX. That's the Artoria I chose. Ozzy, I don't like, I know Ozzy's good. I just don't like Ozzy. I just don't like Ozzy. Ryoma, cool dude. Like him a lot. Let's go. Gamer. Has a wife. Ryoma has a wife better than you. Cinderella is very good. This is a dumpster fire. This is surprisingly one of the best single target riders in the game. Actually, probably the best. I actually think from a... unless you're like, you want to argue for Ozzy, I think that Murasaki is probably the best single target rider in the game. Let me look at here. Casters are a disaster. The caster disaster. You got Ilya and bad art general. Everyone else does no damage. Oh, I'm talking about the ones I have. I don't have Sanzang. Assassins. Man, I only got 2 5-star single targets. Actually, I have Jack. Where's Jack? Oh, there's Jack. I'm like, oh, I can't find Jack. There she is. Jack has nothing but spooks. I've gotten 2 Jack spooks. Oh, I also, when I was new, thought about Grailing Serenity. Wait, why do we have Brave Shine playing? For heaven's sakes. I swear. I will just start making my own music. If the rule is video game music for song request. I was gonna grail Serenity, but then I realized that stat scaling on 3 stars is terrible, and I can't make up for that. Like, let me pull up my favorite Chinese website, and by that I mean it's actually a Chinese website. This is the website I use for like for some reason, just because I'm used to it. For like graphs, to like look at graphs and stuff for servants, because they have them there. They had these before Atlas had them, so I'm still used to it. But yeah, their attack at 120 is like 10,548. Like, not good. They also have this list though, where you can see like them at 120 and like see who has the highest attack. I'm like, yeah, where does actually Nitocris is up here. Nitocris Alter at 120 has 17,205 attack. That's pretty good. So 120 with 2k foes has 18,205 attack. You know, I think that's a respectable attack stat. I think that's a respectable attack stat. Just saying. I'm still looking for who has the worst single target 5-star. Oh, that's Berserker. poor berserkers. Yeah. So the two best single target berserkers are MHXA and Creamhild. Toho's fine. So MHXA and Creamhild are the best single target berserkers. Galatia's bad. Vlad is good, but I just don't like Vlad. And then the 4-stars are kind of sometimes mid. Like Jalter's not great. Nobu's not great. Penth, Ibaraki, these guys, none of them are particularly great. I mean, they just kind of exist. Oh, Vlad's very good as a single target. The thing about Vlad, though, is level for level. Like, if you have a 120 Vlad with 2k foes and a 120 Creamhild at 2k foes, Creamhild will out damage Vlad by about 30 damage. So Creamhild ekes out level for level just slightly more damage than Vlad, and has now Vlad's thing is Vlad loops easier because he does get a ton of NP gain off of his NP, and so whereas Creamhild definitely needs a face card to do it. On the other hand, Creamhild has a 50% battery and a targetable taunt. Vlad has guts. So, I mean, if you like Vlad, there's nothing wrong with liking Vlad. But Creamhild is also easier to MP. No, Creamhild's easier to MP5 at the second rate up. Creamhild on the first rate up is an absolute nightmare to MP5. You can't just say Creamhild is easier to MP5 without putting a giant asterisk on there. Huge asterisk just painted on the wall. You're like, not on the first rate up though. You gotta wait till the second one, otherwise you're gonna get absolutely destroyed and get 15 Rolands and 10 Charlemagnes. Ooh, hate Roland and Charlemagne. I liked Charlemagne at one point. I was really hyped for Charlemagne. Now I hate him. And then we have the Sabers. Yep. Sabers are good. No complaints there. All right, let me level Castrol is. Is she in my second archive? She is. Let's pull her out. There you are.
Yeah, いらっしゃいだね、マスター君。
Let's grab some of these stacks. Now we got enhance. It's Lizen time. We need a permanent foreigner. Who could they do for a permanent foreigner? Hokusai Alter. What would a Hokusai Alter be? I do, man, Seeing Nitocris Alter just makes me really wish that King Protea was it, you know what 100%. If they hadn't said that King Protea was just a costume, I'd be sitting there waiting, being like, I'm gonna grill that. I'm gonna grill that. What does it mean, permanent? So 5 stars are in two there's limited 5 stars, which you know you can only roll when they're on rate up, and then general pool, which are always available to roll. And then there's story locked, which is the depths of hell. No one ever gets anything out of story locked. Except for me. I did get a Lancer Artoria out of a story roll once. Did it, the costume's now not out yet, but it's for when Lost Belt 7 is done, I guess. Is Edison story locked? He must be, because otherwise I think I would have more copies of him. She has such long fingers. The art made me notice it, and then I looked over at her hands, and they're also so long. She's got like prosthetic fingers on top of her fingers. What's she doing with those fingers? You ever sing them fing? Wow, Caster Liz just has the worst stat line. Holy cow. Look at this. She's barely over 8k attack. Yeah, and then she has like no good skills. Holy cow. Saber Lily is shockingly usable. Oops, wrong section. Hey, so the new Fire Emblem is out. How about that? Streaming. Look, 3 Houses just didn't catch me. I'm hoping the new one catches me. What do you mean they took all the interaction lines? But it's the same game in the Japanese versus the American version. The eShop version is the same game. Yeah, I know you said it. I know you said it looks horrible, but that's just you, Tog. I did buy the JP version. That's how I have it. It's not out in America yet. It's out in Japan. I have the Japanese version. But the text is set to English. They're the same game though. When you download it from the eShop, the game shows it purchased in America now for me too. That's why I don't think it's censored. I think you read something on Reddit and you got pissed off again. I'm gonna use the empty gain up here now. Just for giggles. Hopefully that's enough charge. Can I do this out of order again? Oh, you guys are talking about freaking Arcanites right now? Dude, IS is maddening. Wait, let's overcharge. Heck, let's super overcharge. Let's go. Let's hope I can kill in one go. Oh man, I'm glad I beat Big Sadlock at least once. I'm glad I managed to nuke that thing eventually. I don't think people are sleeping on Nito. I don't think that's a thing. I think people are generally pretty, you know, on top of Nito here. You would sleep on Nito any day? Oh no. You mean on launch you thought she was kind of whatever? I mean, I'm not gonna say that, like, if you're just looking at her at MP1, she's gonna blow you away, because I don't think any neutral damage class is gonna blow you away at MP1. Anastasia, you are now evil. Avenger Stargather is always funny. See, the good thing though about the Fire Emblem thing is if they censored the dialogue, it doesn't matter because it's always, because if you just have Japanese voices turned on, it's always so blatant when it's different, and you know exactly what lines they're changing, so you already know what the Japanese is saying, right, my dude? You guys all understand that, right? No? Hey, wow, this definitely doesn't fix her. Adding that does not do anything for her. Not terribly shocking, but... I mean, on a technical level, yes, Kama is better than Nito. But hear me out here. I don't care. I do like her artwork as well. Her ascensions are all very good. The artwork, at least. I stand by second ascension is the weakest, but whatever. FGO with NA voice, I'd rather die. Yeah, see, here's the thing. If I need a servant to do just absolutely bananas AoE damage, I'm just gonna use Melusine. I don't need to, you know, have Kama in there as well. I can just use Melusine. That one outfit for Kama, that'd be nice. But remember, you're not allowed to have nice things. Melusine double Oberon or Koyan and Oberon something. Yeah. Which so all right, Mr. Squidlow, you use both. So let me pull up a servant and go over it here. So when you have a servant, right? You have HP foes, which is this one, and attack foes, which is this one, right? You want, well, let's not show a 2K one. Let's do this one here. You want both to be 1000, and the game gives you, when you're doing events and stuff like that, like when you do events and when they give them out, the game will always give out foes in pairs. So like you can see here, I have like attack and HP, attack and HP, attack and HP, you know, always alternating pairs, 30 30, 7 7, you know, they're always, you know, paired up, 5 5. So always, so you want eventually a servant to be 1K 1K, so you want to hit 1000 at both. So like if you have a character, like if you're just rolling the friend point gotcha and you're like getting foes that way and you're like, ooh, which ones do I prioritize for who? Well, if you have attackers, give them the attack foes first, but then just dump HP foes on them when you get them. But yeah, so I mean, you want both to hit 1k eventually. No, it's not either. Yeah, see, and when you have foes enhanced, their stats become yellow here. So you can tell which ones have enhanced. Like these two here, I have not given these two any foes. He has been given foes since his stats are yellow. And yeah, so you can actually even tell who is enhanced just on the battle menu. But yeah, always get foes from events. Also, now gold, and then, yeah, also to point out, there's also gold foes, which you saw in this box here. These ones here. These are super rare. They're hard to get. They allow units to go to 2,000 stats bonus, but it takes months to get enough to do a single servant. Like, you can do maybe like 2 a year, right? So like I have 6. I've been playing this game since 2018 and I have 6 maxed out. So that's not even 2 years. It's not even that. So I've been playing, yeah, for 4 years now. Wait, I started in February of 2018. So 5 years now. And I have 6. So you get a little more than 1 a year. So pick who you like and give them gold foes, and whatever you do, don't make them uneven. Because if someone sees your servant and they have like 1900 and 1920 and you have uneven foes, they're gonna make fun of you. Because like uneven foes, how plebeian. Oh my, don't talk to the pariah. Space Ishtar is if you like Space Ishtar, yeah. Space Ishtar is generally useful. So like if you really like Space Ishtar, I would also basically say I would say gold foes and grails go hand in hand. If you're going to give someone gold foes, you should also grail them. I think that's kind of one and the same. And if you have them, if you have enough to do 120, you should probably 120 them as well. If you're doing gold foes. Just saying. Because I'm of the opinion of go all in on a servant. Don't, like, go halfway. Yeah, Space Ishtar is a good choice. What MP level do you have her at? I don't know, you might have her a higher MP level than 1. MP2, yeah. So yeah, that's you know a level 100 NP2 with gold foes with Space Ishtar. That'll serve you pretty well. Not gonna lie. Units like that are ones where if you have a limited account, you can invest in them quite a bit to get more value out of them, so you don't need as many other units. That's why, like, if I was going to recommend someone to start the game and just like dump a bunch of money and then never again, it's Lost Belt 6. At Lost Belt 6, you can acquire Castoria, Morgan, Melusine, Oberon, Vitch, Percival, Bargus, and Valvanchi. Literally, get all of those, dump a ton of money, get them high MP levels, and then never spend money on the game again, and you're probably fine. Yes, for I do. I love Fujino. She's a good character. My favorite Kara no Kyokai character. From my favorite Kara no Kyokai movie. What do you mean it's heresy? The Fujino movie's the best one. Shut up. I'll ban you. Wow, it's one enemy. Alright, Nito. Nito, I need you to absolutely obliterate this thing. No, so, speaking of not grasping concepts, sometimes this game doesn't explain concepts very well. I remember when I first started, I didn't understand NP levels, and I definitely used a Hercules as experience. I definitely did that. It's fine, though. I have Hercules at MP5 now. You can't berate me for that. I think it's funny. Like, if you go to the... Speaking of 120s earlier, I like going to the Berserker thing and seeing how many Morgans show up. One Morgan, two Morgan, three Morgan, four Morgan. So many Morgans. Wait, 5 Morgans, 6 Morgans. There's 6. There's even more. How many 120 Morgans can one friendless have? And then, so 6 Morgans, a single Raikou, and then a summer stay. With uneven foes. Let's all make fun of Pocket for not foeing correctly. With a level 1K scope. Let me see here. Assassins. There's no 120 assassins on my friends list. Understandable. Have a nice day. Casters. No 120 casters on my friends list. 2 120 riders. What's it? What the foe situation, Pocket? The foe situation. His Koyan's probably not an assassin slot. It's probably an all slot. Yeah, he has Carmilla here. Let's see. Lancer, Askaha, Melusine, 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 Melusine. 4 Melusines. Please don't tell me you've given this gold foes too. Okay, you did, but you maxed it out. We're fine. These people who put it as the red card, but then they don't have it in red scare me every time. It's like, don't tell me that you have her in third form by default. No. Let's see. Archers. This dude I get. Look at her HP stat. Connie here is a Chad. But why not 2K foes? Come on. It's a rash. You know you want to nuke things. Let's see. Sabers. We have Tog's Muramasa. And this guy's Muramasa. Asuka's Muramasa. And then in the all slot, we have a 120 Asclepius. A 120. No, a 120 freaking Hans. A 120 Karen with uneven gold foes. Welcome to my own personal hell. A 120 Jalter. A second 120 Jalter. A 120 Kama Summer. Very based. A 120 Kiara. How absolutely terrible. A 120 Arc, who is not 2K foes yet. Get on it, Tog. A 120 Hokusai that is also based. Fino, just level him up, Fino. Just level it up. It's 119. You're right there. It's right there. Just do it. Then we have this guy who is also grailing. Say Summer. And is working on the foes. Almost there. Someone ran out of Super Orion coins. That's what it looks like to me. Someone tried to super grail an event welfare from before coins. Uh-oh. What a horrible fate. Man, if I wanted to like 120 a welfare, I'd be so pissed off. If it was from before, the before times. And then into the final slot, we have a 120 Space Ishtar. Not bad. They went for the anti-archer append over the extra attack append. Weird choice. A second one, another arc, another arc, another arc. Hold on. Does he not have his 120? No, there it is. Why didn't I see it here? Or maybe I did. Where is it? This is sorted by level, right? Why don't I see it? I'm not blind, right? It only shows one list. Oh, that's stupid. There could be a bunch more 120s I'm not seeing. Any 120s on the pending friends list that I care about? Nope. Oh man, I could add another Morgan. Get me out of here.
別れを告げよすべてに要請接続要請接続熱を帯びなさいマルニアルははげた戦いであるしどうしてくれようか
Wow, this cast story hit all the buffs.
冥界を目にしたい罪を罰を死には導き
Make the Morgan 120 collection.
その罪分かり知れ我が連れて
There's too many 120 Morgans in the world.
早書きですカルウェナ大地それが望みか
Man, so the thing with Nito here is she can definitely do a 3-1-1 node if she has the damage, because she definitely doesn't care about refund on wave 2 with this setup here. There's definitely, I definitely feel that with 100% battery, there's going to be some nodes that Nito's just going to work with really well. Time to obliterate this thing. Sometimes I play efficiently, and sometimes I use 2 extra Castoria MPs to send a message. Is there maintenance tonight in NA for the new event? Hey, 500,000 without Black Grail is pretty good. What is her? What does her damage do, like with an actual damage setup? Now I'm curious. All right, Oberon. Oh, another thing with Oberon is Oberon's made way better. Here's another thing that people don't consider. Oberon's made a lot better by this MC, but you have to level this MC up a lot. And this MC is the same requirement as this MC. It's absolutely horrendous. It's still on my mind. Every time I use Oberon now, I'm gonna think of that dumb 15-page nonsensical drivel. It won't leave my mind. Let's see. All right, here we go. I want to see some damage here. That's not bad. Not bad at all things considered. Okay, I'm gonna waste some AP doing something stupid. I do want to see the actual like damage difference. Here's a node that's easy to quantify that with. Just see what on a single target without man what I get. Oh yeah, Nitocris grants an MP damage up and it scales on overcharge. What is that scaling actually? I don't think it's a very high one, but okay, so 400k. Wait, did I forget to use? I forgot to use Oberon's third. That completely dipped. Okay, well, I was already okay with that, but let's see with Oberon's third now. Yeah, so that was an extra 20%. All right. I need. Too busy thinking about other things. MP scaling. I am the best. Don't doubt me. Okay, now I'll see the damage.
円卓の守護者たちラウンドオブアバロン。我が手に
Oh yeah, if the MP damage was over a turn, it would build up.
さあ、今こそ罪の財布を残りの末なのに。
Okay, yeah, that was about a 50% increase. If you paid me, would I play Kirby? No. Okay, now to do what I came here to do. I want to just see the let's see some damage differences. Let's go.
私の力が必要ならば全力で応答します。美しき欲の花、甘露でも味わいましょう。運命をかけた戦いであれば熱を帯びなさい。丸み、要請、接続、要請、接続。燃えるならおしず、邪魔です。マーラ、シューニャタ。欲の
The thing is, I don't really want to play a Kirby game.
聖願だ。ふむ。
Her MP gain is definitely higher. That's for sure.
お任せあれ。圧倒します。愛の世界、燃える宇宙、望むすべてが家電化なるシューナタ。
That's almost what Nito was at with the Oberon. We're about to see why Summer Kama is really good compared to everyone else, though.
あふれちゃいました。いいね、最高。大衆果てに愛がないとでも。最果ての島、罪の都、最後の竜は我が身に。集え、円卓の守護者たち、ラウンドオブアバロン。マーラ、シューニャタ。
Are we ready to see it be like 1.5 million? Actually, okay. Not as bad as I thought. The damage gap, if traded, I don't think Nito would be that far behind. So 600,000 versus 950,000. Kama doing her one turn, charm thing. If it was a man enemy, I don't think. I mean, obviously Kama's gonna do more damage, but it's not as different as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a much higher difference. So, you know what? We'll take that. Here. Hold 1 second. Yeah, this is the right section. This is the Mystic Code Up one, right? Yeah, it is. back to. Are you any of these get full attack? This one does. Point is, I want to level this thing up. This is a good MC, but I need it leveled to be able to use it. I have fun chords.
出陣します。総員構えてください。早炊きですよ。カルウェル早炊きですよ。カルウェル運命をかけた戦いであれば容赦なく接続早炊きですよ。カルウェルシート夜風に凍結
Man, though, if they should eventually interlude this Nito's NP and change the NP damage buff to a 3-turn buff. Because then with Oberon, imagine if it's stacked, you'd have an extra like 30+% NP damage to get doubled to another 60%. On top of Oberon's, 20, so that's 80. Black Grail, 80, so that's 160. Double that to 320. Just saying. I think it's interesting that she's a triple art deck. So very much the caster deck. They basically what if we were gonna make a 5-star Nitocris caster, then they just slapped a different class badge on her. I do think that they should do. Imagine if they did a raid up that was nothing but Black Grail and K-Scope. That was the only raid up difference. I mean, it wouldn't affect me. I already have both MLB. Yeah, a Black Grail K-Scope raid up would just be the funniest thing. You're like, oh, Fate Grand Order went to the top of the charts, about to get to the top again. I'm honestly shocked that there is not another CE. Like, why has there not been another CE release that is at MLB 80%? Like, it has like a small secondary effect. Like a 5-star CE, like for like an event even. Like why, or like, imagine if there was an event where the event CE was like 80% charge and then like, I don't know, just like 4 stars per turn. Something dumb like that. Some useless secondary effect. That'd be amazing. Will I roll Tyrant NA? No. Not particularly interested. It's not on the cards for me. Okay, well, it's about time for me to do some other stuff here. So we're gonna end this. I have 30 St. Quartz, so, I'm going to. And I'm going to get a min roll. I'm calling this here. I'm going to get a min roll. Behold my true power. No, we're not gonna pull the same thing. Dude, that Kirei min roll, actually the worst. Is it the same CE? No, it's another piece of garbage CE. Yeah, the gold card is Nitocaster. Imagine a Lobo spook. That'd be the meanest thing. I can't imagine anything worse than that. Yeah, this is a pretty bad, oh my gosh, more CEs. Like, this is a terrible roll. Holy cow. Oh, yikes. This is a min roll, isn't it? Oh, min roll of min rolls. It's not even a good one. Ooh. Yikes. Yikes, that was unappealing. You trade rare prisons for stuff. No. I have 100 rare prisons. I could buy a lot of this stuff, but I'm not going to. There can never be a good. No, you can get a min roll that is just the SSR. That was a horrible min roll. Yes, it was. But anyway, that's all for tonight. The Nito Alter appreciation stream is drawing to a close. The next stream will probably be NA, probably Saturday, and that'll be a NA stream. So yeah. By the way, Talk, I did stream 3 times this week. Get dunked on. Oh, EX Stages and Arcanines tomorrow? Ooh, that's debate. That's a thing as well. I might do that. We'll find out. I definitely streamed 3 times this week. Get dunked on. Anyway, let's go ahead and let me look at Twitch and see if there's anyone I can send you to. No. Don't show anyone on my list there. Anyway, I'm going to end here. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you all in the next day or so. I'm not rating Germa. I don't know who that is. Good night.